7:04. We are still joined by Ted Rulseh, the lake guy. We were just talking about, kind of the science behind ice, but for the winter, how do you know when it's safe to start walking on the ice?
Yeah, safety is always a personal decision. The DNR will tell you that no ice is safe. That's probably taking it a little bit too far, but it's safe when you feel safe. For me, I have what I call the rock test for testing the ice. Before I go out on the lake, if I throw a big rock and it comes down and it crashes right through the ice, that's obviously not safe.
Right.
If it comes down and doesn't quite break through but makes kind of a musical pook sound like so, that means it's probably getting to be an inch or so thick. And then if I throw the rock and it lands and it sounds like a brick hitting the sidewalk, then I know it's pretty much time to kind of venture out where the water's shallow. And so if I broke through, it would only be up to my knees or so.
Ted, I feel like we have a problem, though, with the snow that just fell, because if you're throwing a rock right now, it's going to go plunk into the snow.
That wouldn't help now, but the lake was already suitable. Our lake has probably 10 to 12 inches of ice right now, judging from what I just drilled through while fishing on Friday. So I'd say the lakes have a pretty good coat of ice throughout our area by now.
And what lake is that?
I'm on Birch Lake at Harshaw.
And we got Boom Lake, though, too, which is a reservoir of sorts, so it's got some moving water there. And I know people like to ice fish on the Wisconsin River as well. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I just want to cover my bases here.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sued.
Right. Yeah, right.
You know a lawyer? Your uncle's a lawyer, so she could maybe hook us up with that. But we should make sure, is there any other, maybe make sure you have a life jacket on or tell people you're outside?
A life jacket is a good idea. There's also inflatable suits. One thing that my son made for me is a pair of ice claws. They're like little sticks with a sharp nail coming out. And first time I go out on the ice, if I'm not sure how thick it is, if I'm not sure if I'm just as an extra precaution, I'll take those, run a rope through my sleeves and hold on to those things. So if I was to break through, I'd be able to stab those into the ice and pull myself up. It's a real inexpensive safety thing. But what I'll do is before I go out where I fish, I'll take the ice drill and stepwise out from shore, drill holes and measure with my hand how thick the ice is.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's pretty smart. Well, and if you were to fall through the ice, ideally you're not out there alone, but what are kind of the best practices to get yourself out of that?
Well, you should be properly equipped with the ice claws or the clothing. You should, if you fall in, you should turn around and try and pull yourself out going back the way you came.
Why is that?
Because that's probably a little bit more sound than where you broke through. You were walking on sound ice, then you hit a weak spot. So don't try to pull yourself up on the weak spot. Turn around but it's the main thing is just don't let it happen. It's very dangerous. When you hit the water that cold, it just sucks the wind right out of you. It's a real severe shock to the body, and physiologically you're slowed down, and mentally it messes with your head. Mm-hmm. It's just a very bad situation to be in.
Yeah, very jarring. I've never fallen through ice. I've fallen through the little, like you said, the shallow end. Not great for my one leg. Yeah. Very cold.
It's scary stuff. Ted, we should mention where people can find more information about you.
Oh, visit my website at thelakeguy.net. Look for my book, A Lakeside Companion, in bookstores or in your library. The bookstores up here are the Shade Tree in Minocqua and Mind Chimes in Three Lakes.